Greetings once again. My name is McNeil Andahi, born again, coming to you from Grace Chapel International Chuka. And I'm blessed to bring you this another episode concerning God. And today we talk about Jehovah Nissi, what we commonly know as the Lord our banner. And in Hebrew it's pronounced as Jehovah Nissi. Jehovah Nissi. And allow me first to explain the word Jehovah, and then I'll go to Nissi as I bring to us this whole idea of Jehovah Nissi, which we sing a lot and dance concerning it in very many occasions, especially in moments when we are down. We will always call on this name. And so I want to explain to us what this name means. Now, the word Jehovah is derived from the word Hava, and it means Hava means to exist. So when we talk about Jehovah, we are talking about Him who exists. And now when we enjoin that with another word like Nise or Adonai, or rather in any other word to describe God, we come to get the that thing that concerns God in His existence. For example, in this case, when we talk about Jehovah Nissi, the Lord my banner, this word exists in the book of Exodus chapter 17 verse 15. The scripture says there, and Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nissi. Now this was a moment when the Israelites were fighting the Amalekites, who had just attacked the children of God at their weakest point on their journey to the promised land. And the Amalekites are said to be this kind of people who are so aggressive and so bad, in a manner that they would attack. Every time they would sleep, they were imagining, who are we attacking next? Who are we attacking tomorrow? We are done with this one. We need to attack and attack. And their life was full of war and war and war. And at this time they are attacking the children of Israel. It's a moment when they have never encountered a war. They don't know how to fight any war physically. They have no weapons per se. So it was at their very weakest moment that they were attacked by the Amalekites. And it is the moment where Moses, the leader and the liberator who was leading them, was on top of the mountain lifting up his hands towards God, and actually it reached a point where they were to be supported with stones, so that every moment his hands were up, the children of Israel were winning against the Amalekites. Any time they were going down, they were losing the battle. And down there in the battlefield was Joshua, his right hand man, who was leading the troops in fighting the battle against the Amalekites. Now, when we talk about Jehovah Nissi, we discover that this a point when the Israelites had triumphed over the Amalekites, and it came to Moses that God has done us so well. He has raised a standard for us, and so is Jehovah Nissi. Now, Nissi is a term that is used to describe a flag that used to be raised by nations when they were in war. And at this time, when nations will go to war, at the battle line, that's rather the line which they were, where the battle was enraging, they used to raise their flag, and all the soldiers who would see the flag would have hope, would be inspired to be hopeful, and that they will keep fighting over and over until they win that battle. So this flag was an embodied, it was a focal point that when they look at the flag of their nation, they are energized, they are full of strength to keep on fighting over and over. And at this time, when Moses is saying, this is Jehovah Nissi, as he's built the altar and calls the place Jehovah Nissi, he's saying, God, you are our banner. When we looked up to you, we won the battle. Anytime we were losing, we looked up to you and we won this battle. And therefore you are Jehovah Nissi, Lord our banner. From you we got hope, we got strength to keep moving on until we won the battle. Now, I think without going into much theology, I would want just to rest there and bring this to us in this manner, very simple manner, that this life, which is full of many things, a writer called Basilea Shilk says that This life has so many things that will call for our attention. And this world has so many cares that even prick us from not focusing from that which God called us to do. And you and I need God daily as a hope. We need God as a focal point to focus on, and as we focus on Him daily, our battles will be won. All other things that enrage us and cause us to have strength to fade away will fade off as long as we look up to God, our banner. And so I encourage you today, are you in that situation where your strength is fading away? Look up to God. Are you in a relationship that is crashing off and things are not working on? Look up to God. Are you in a place where things are not adding up? Look up to God. Let Him be your standard. Don't lower your standard for you to fit in this world or for you to find solution in this world. Don't lower your standard. Don't lower your value. Some of us have found ourselves in very, very trying and bad situations because we are lowering our standards from God. He is our banner. As Moses will lift up his hands, as his hope would rest in him, the Israelites won the battle. Because as long as he was looked up to, they found strength. There was divine help. And so look on God. Stop fixing life for your own. Stop coming up with ways of fixing life. Look on God. He is your banner. Let Him be the hope you need. Let Him be the standard you need for you to exercise life. The Lord do you well and keep ministering to you as you look on Him in your dire situations, in your painful moments, in your crashing moments, in your grieving moments, in moments even when you are not doing well, and even them which you are doing well. You need to look on God as the hope of your life. The Lord bless you and do you good. Shalom.
See and cannot see. Your love is great, your mercy sure.